Deep in the heart of nowhere lies a place no one dares to tread, the Forgotten Woods. For centuries, whispers of this cursed forest have passed from lips trembling with fear. They say the woods devour those who enter, their screams swallowed, by the darkness never to be heard again. I've always been drawn to the unknown, the forbidden. Perhaps that's why I couldn't resist. A journalist's curiosity, they called it. But curiosity, as I would soon learn, can be deadly. It started with the stories, disappearances, strange sightings, ghostly figures glimpsed in the mist. But the locals never spoke of it directly. They only muttered warnings. Stay away. The woods aren't safe. I thought they were superstitions, relics of an older time. I was wrong. On my second night, I stumbled upon an old campsite. The tents were torn, belongings scattered as if someone had fled in terror. Something, or someone, had been there before me. As I picked up a photograph from the ground, I noticed claw marks etched into the trees around me. That's when I heard it, a giggle high and eerie carried on the wind. I turned, flashlight trembling in my grip. There she was, a girl, no older than 8, standing just beyond the tree line. Her blonde pigtails swayed gently, though there was no breeze. Her eyes, they didn't blink. I called out to her, but she didn't respond. Instead, she tilted her head and whispered, "You shouldn't be here." Then, before I could react, she vanished into the fog, leaving behind only silence and dread. I should have turned back. Every instinct screamed at me to run, but something held me there, rooted in place. A shadow moved among the trees, too tall, too thin. It stepped closer, its glowing red eyes piercing through the darkness. The shadow figure. That's what the locals called it. A guardian of the woods, they said. A creature born of vengeance and despair. It didn't move like anything human, its limbs twisting and bending in ways that defied reason. I ran. My heart pounded, my lungs burned, but no matter how far I went, the shadows followed. The woods seemed alive, the trees shifting to block my path. It wanted me there. It wanted me to see. I reached a clearing and fell to my knees, gasping for breath. That's when I saw it. The photograph I'd picked up earlier. It was her. The girl. But she wasn't alone. Standing behind her, its hand on her shoulder, was the shadow figure. The woods don't just take people. They claim them. They become part of it, forever lost in its depths. I escaped, but not unscathed. The woods. They leave a mark. And now as I sit here telling this story, I can feel it. Watching. Waiting. Some places should stay forgotten. Remember that if you ever hear. The whispers of the Forgotten Woods. Some mysteries are better left untouched.